I'm just trying to be careful because there's ice everywhere. You know how well me and ice get along. That's sarcasm. It means we don't. It's slippery stuff. Takes out ankles and knees, and then you have to go see doctors who think they know everything. It's true. It's really true. This is where trucks go to die. I love you, truck. I love you. I shouldn't make fun of trucks. They're pretty mean, and when they get going, of course, there's the whole, "Ooh, look at me, I'm a truck, and I'll run you over." Ooh. You know, when you Google something and you're looking for a specific video or whatever, and you type in truck or whatever, you get a video of someone who's been run over by a truck and they're crawling away with half their torso missing. "Ooh, I'm getting hit by a truck." No. I wanted to find a stick of RAM. Not a Ram truck running over somebody. The computer just doesn't get that. So I'm forever scarred. I'm suffering. Oh. Pop is one of those things that's a kind of love-hate relationship. Because it tastes good in most cases, but it's really bad for you. And the diet stuff is worse because it's got that cancer agent in it. It's like, "Ooh, look at me, I cause cancer, but people are going to put aspartame and shit in anyways. Woo!" So, Diet Pepper, Dr. Pepper, not Diet Dr. Pepper, is better than Dr. Pepper with the diet stuff in it. Because there's no cancer-causing agents in it. Except, it's still got sugar in it, which inhibits. It's just as bad. I don't like pop. I hate pop. Which is why I walk. Walk is important because if there's sugar, it stops you from losing weight. So you walk and the sugar tends to go away. It's a lot more technical than that, but it's basically what it is. I swore never to say that name again, so I'm trying to figure out how to say it without saying it. But I was introduced to a show that was redone when my sister used to watch it. I don't know, it must have been 80s, I suppose. Little ponies everywhere, and they're all. Never really gave it two thoughts. Still try not to, but then one day, must have been about a year ago, somebody sat me down and said, "I want you to tell me what you think of this opening sequence to something." And I was like, "What is it?" No, they're not going to tell me, of course. So I watched it, and it was this epic opening, 2 minutes long, and it was good versus evil. There was like this huge darkness, and it was just the land is all in turmoil, and it's just all this great stuff. And I was like, "What is this?" And then the title came up. I try not to like the show, but they got too much funny stuff in it, and I don't like ponies. The importance of movie theaters. In order for there to be money in film, there has to be movie theaters. Which on a separate topic for another day, yes, digital mediums have been changing the face of film, etc., distribution and all that crap. But specifically, it's, you know, the books. You need books to read, and you need books to keep people entertained, because they think they can get on their PDF readers or whatever, but there's nothing like a good book. It's the same thing for movie theaters, because if you've got a movie theater, people go, they have a sense of community, they eat their popcorn, they spend their $50 on getting in. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but still, it's important. Because if you're living in a smaller town, you gotta have that theater as a sense of community, and if you take that away, you'll have nothing but flat. And then something else will go up eventually. But if there's no movie theater in town, then you're faced with the problem of, how do I watch this movie? How do I give Hollywood and independent directors, how do I give them money? I suppose you could give it to them just for whatever, but you want to watch a film, you want to get something out of it. So it's kind of important to actually have that physical building with a screen, and it's just the best way to do things, really. So when it comes down to it, if you want to prevent piracy, you have to support movie theaters. It makes sense to me. So, for example, Prometheus is supposed to be still out in theaters in some places, so I thought I would go down to the movie theater and watch Prometheus before it's out of theaters. Well, this is what I gotta deal with now. Them taking away my movie theaters. So if it's not a movie theater, I might as well go download the thing. And then what do I do then? Do I just call up Ridley Scott and email him a letter saying, hey, there's no more movie theaters, can I watch your movie anyways? Here's $50. Manitoba is one of those provinces where it can go from -40 to +40, and there's no talk of wind chill or humidity in that whatsoever. Pretty sure it can have a 100-degree difference inside of a couple of months yet. Pretty much, I find it really disturbing that it was like +5 a couple days ago, and that was -15 blizzard conditions. Kind of prefer it where it's like +10 in BC with the light rain. Oh, Jen. I dislike commercial Christmas. Commercial Christmas is a time of money, which is supposed to be not what Christmas is supposed to be about. It's like somebody took some European saint and said, hey, this guy's being all crazy and stuff, let's make it about money. You know why they call it fast food? Because it speeds you to your grave. Try on. Driving is one of those things, which is fun, sometimes not so fun. It actually depends on who's out there driving around. Manitoba has one of the worst driving records ever. BC's a close third. Montreal is probably the worst, actually. I really like driving. Put a key in, make the car go, put a big red S on front of the hood, and people say, hey, look at that S car go. There's nothing I like more than coming to like a superstore or extra foods kind of thing. Sitting around in the calendar section, eating oranges, because I love oranges. Oranges are cool because sometimes, if you're lucky, you can actually peel the whole thing in one foul swoop. Yes, I know what that looks like. Chinese buffet is one of those things that you shouldn't be able to resist, because you can't resist it. It's two words that go together so well. Together. They go together so well.
On January 11th and 12th at the Steinbach Center. To sign up for your audition, call 204-346-1077.
My question is, why is it that places put spice and salt, extra salt, sea salt on fries, and this was done in like onion ring, and that tastes way better. I don't know about healthy, but it just tastes way better. So my question is, why do the potatoes not revolt against the salt? There should be a counter salt like revolution of some kind. Sometimes there are good things about commercial Christmas that we can all enjoy. The cookies, for example. It's not really money oriented, but it's always nice to eat cookies. I can't have a lot of cookies. I kind of gave up on that. Giving up pop, giving up all this stuff. It's just kind of, it's the time of year where you just want to eat cookies. Wow, Christmas is done. That's what this smells like. It's a cat puke. It's a dead tree. Solar power your home. Starting eBay business for Canada. So, solar power for Canadians. Selling solar power for Canadians. Making an eBay business. Customer service. Starting an online business. Franchising. Marketing. Everything you need to start your own Canadian solar business power thing. Transcona is ironic because nobody wants to go there, but when you're driving in from the country and when you don't want the bullshit of the city, you end up going to Transcona. So it's ironic. There are people who believe that dreams are ways of ourselves communicating with ourselves. And then there are people who believe that dreams are messages from things, stuff, the outer layer of darkness and dreams and Cthulhu kind of stuff where, you know, that mastering dreams is all this special technical kind of thing. I just like those dreams where you just go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, I had a cool dream. I was James Bond last night. That's to me, that's all dreams are. It's just they're dreams. Of course, the flip side of that coin is, you know, I really like trying to find messages in dreams. So, you know, gotta be careful there because, you know, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. And that's attributed to Sigmund Freud. I was going to say Carl Jung, but that's, well, yeah, those guys are all kind of in that dream package together and kind of twisted and everything. So, but when it comes down to it, I always think that, you know, dreams, whether there's messages in them or not, doesn't really matter because it's part of your life, and people's direction in life is sometimes governed by dreams. You know, that's why we say, hey, that person has a dream, and that person's going for his dream, and that person met his dream goal, or he has his dream house and stuff like that. It's all about wants and, you know, stuff beyond our physical world. So that's what I think about dreams. I'm waiting for the Zamboni.